completely wide open for the piss missile of a shot to find a hole. Just like that, the Sting are going to be trailing 2-0. Seems like there's about as much enthusiasm on the ice as there is in this broadcast right now. M&M now pulling it away. She's going to drop it for Rogers, who overskates it. She brings it back up. Trying to slide it across. Was looking for Thompson. That one was picked off, and they're going to give possession back to the Sting. Not really sure what the call was there. Wasn't really paying attention that closely. Played to the wall. Couldn't have seen that. Rogers circling under the net. She's going to try to slide that one through. It's picked up by Thompson, who gives it to the side net. M&M, she had a good quick release shot. Not quite quick enough. South Calgary goalie was able to pull that one in. Play it behind the net. M&M giving chase, lifts the stick. Rogers is there to pull that one away. She's going to flip it back to M&M. Actually, that was Thompson, sorry. Now played ahead, looking for Rogers. This is going to be a bit of a ring battle. It's going to get a whistle. Channing circling around, firm possession. She gets over top into the middle. She's going to slide it back in. Was looking for Flaming. Couldn't quite get it. It's picked off. Six is going to bring that one over the line on her own. Kind of lost time and space as to where she was. Violates the blue line rule. And Briar Sturby's going to come in and take the offensive possession. With Wild, McKnight, Cameron, and M&M out on the back end. McKnight now streaking in. She fires a high heat seeker of her own. Doesn't quite find the back of the net. Gets it back, then roofs one off of the centering pass from M&M. That's going to cut the lead in half, 2-1. Off of the two cracks for $1 shot by Reagan McKnight. South Calgary now penetrates the zone. Going to cut around the bottom of the net. Looking to open up that stretch side. Still couldn't get it now. Centering pass into the middle. It's pulled away by McKnight. She's going to fire it the length of the ice to M&M. Now gives it back to McKnight. She's streaking over top. Looked for the backdoor pass. Wasn't there. Kicked away by the South Calgary goalie. And now South Calgary looking to set it up into the neutral zone. Good stick check by M&M. Not able to quite get it off. Now they're going to come through. That one just slides through absolutely everybody into the crease. A little bit of a misplay on both sides. Now Presley Teague. She cuts underneath, now over top. She's going to cut back inside. Plays it up. Is looking for Emily Rogers. Rogers couldn't quite stick that one. It's going to go through on the two-line pass. So, Calgary, or maybe a blue line violation. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention that close, I guess, to see exactly what it was. So Thompson plays it to the wall for Elsa. PKR is going to come around the bottom of the net. She's got Thompson, drops it for her. Thompson cuts over top, takes a little flip shot, almost fooled the goalie there. So Calgary's just going to ice that one down. It's going to go over two lines. So Lauren Wild's back to pick this one up with speed. She's got good ring protection. Cuts in, through, loops it, gets Thompson. Thompson almost got upended. Now she gives it to Rogers. Rogers streaking in. She tries the backhand pitchfork pass. Not much there. And delayed penalty coming up to South Calgary. Not really sure what that one was on. Dipping through was wild. She loses it in the center, and that's going to bring up the whistle. On the delayed penalty call for the Sting, going to go on the power play.
You usually do the play-by-play? I like the. Are you doing it? I can't. I got old man ears. I can't do it.
Lacking enthusiasm apparently today, but
lack of enthusiasm.
Reagan McKnight's going to have this one. Plays it to the wall. Big surprise. Shannon cuts over top. She's going to circle in, cut a little bit of a figure eight. Still can't find much of a lane. Is going to double back before getting picked off of that one. So Calgary gets that. They're going to play it to the line. Quick stick play by Sturby. Holds that one in. She's going to cut into the middle. Doesn't really have much of an angle, but it's able to stay strong on the ring. Getting around over top, she's going to stretch the ice, pass back out to McKnight. McKnight takes an elbow to the earpiece for her troubles, so she's going to have to come back out. Tries to drop pass for Wild. Wild couldn't quite touch it on the 3-in. Now Cameron Poffenroth's got it. She makes a couple quick spin moves. Thinks about shooting, hangs on to it. Now quick stick shot and pass from Shannon Perverstav doesn't quite have what they need. I'm not sure who that was in the corner. I think Poffenroth just caught some bad ice. She went face first into the boards, and so Calgary, with a minute to go on the penalty kill, now has firm possession, dragging some time off the clock. That pass picked up by Neal. Neal looking for Thompson, got her pass deflected away. It's now flipped all the way down. This is going to be a two-liner. Pulling it back for it is Sturby. Sturby was looking for Teague. Teague kicked it up to Thompson. Thompson not really sure what she was looking for on that one, but didn't quite find much. And then it just gets turned over into the neutral zone. Rogers fighting for the ring. She's able to get it back. Doesn't have much of an option. Lays it down in front. M&M trying to get that. She's fairly active with the stick check there. And Calgary not able to do a whole lot. They end up with a two-line pass. Teague gets tackled from behind. This one's just going to end up in the neutral zone as M&M slows it down. Now plays it ahead to Thompson. Thompson across to Rogers. Rogers couldn't quite stick it. And delayed penalty coming up. I think it's going to be to Rogers. And now the Zebra takes a bit of a fall. Good stick check by Flamin. Took the shooting lane away. Still no whistle. I think Calgary thought there should have been a whistle. I'm going to keep playing it. And it's going to be poked away by Teague before Rogers gets possession and charged with the delayed penalty almost 35 seconds ago. A little bit of a weak tripping call. There's a little bit more bad ice. You'd think maybe the referees would be able to recognize that, seeing as how they're falling every 30 seconds on the bad ice with nobody pulling them down. Perhaps that's what's happened in the game too. So, another toe pick right off the center ice. Girl goes down. This one still fighting for it. Aaron Ring, nobody can get it. Now McKnight finally does. She's going to cut over top, looking for Sturby. Finds her. Sturby's going to slide that one back to Perversav. Perversav streaking down the wall. Doesn't have a whole lot happening. She's going to flip it in. Tries to find a hole, but can't. Gets it behind the net. So Calgary's going to bring this one back up. Coming through the middle, not much of an option. They're able to connect to the wall. Now long outside shot. It was tipped by a falling Sturby. Simpson pulls that one in. She plays it back to McKnight. McKnight throws back an ass into a player. Drops it pretty hard before making the regroup pass. Gets it back from Sturby. Can't quite stick it off the bank pass. Coming through the middle, a couple of nifty touch passes by South Calgary. It's still 2-1. 50 seconds to go in the penalty kill to the Sting. Thompson gets it. It's going to play it ahead to Wild. Wild able to keep this one. She's going to find Perversav, I believe it is, or is that Cam? Can't see from this distance. Thompson now applying pressure. Cam there. Long outside shot. Kicked away by the foot of Simpson, and then she gets the rebound. Plays it ahead to Thompson. Thompson is going to fire this one the length of the ice. And it registers a shot on goal before being piled away. Now the Calgary team kind of loses it, plays it into the crease. Cameron heat seeking on that. MOD came up, both players overskated it. A little bit of a drop pass over the line, brings it back in. Big stretch comes through. She's going to pitchfork that over the net. Isn't really any chance on that. She's going to get that one back, plays it down low. He knocks it away before getting run over on the offensive charge, which I think is going to get called. The senior referee on the other side on the delayed penalty, so South Calgary. Flaman now has it, slowing it down. She's going to leave it for Elsa. Elsa's going to cut over top. She plays it down low to Wild. Wild missed the net on the shot there. Not much of an angle before Calgary able to grab some possession. And again, that is going to be the offensive charge. Might be calling it interference. Nope, roughing.
Which is awesome because
Kind of the same shit no matter how you slice and dice it. The string, you're going to go up on the power play. Off and off, drops it from McKnight. She's going to spin to win and gets into some traffic, loses it. We're looking for the weasel pass from, I believe that was Barbershop looking for Brown. Taken away. Just some sloppy play between the red line and blue line. Now Wild gets it, she drives inside. Gets it knocked off the stick. McKnight tries to get back centered. Picked off by South Calgary. Now Poffenroth gets it back on the good stick check from McKnight. McKnight trying to take the shot. She's going to kick it to herself. There's Thompson on the inside. Can't quite get an angle. Loses it along the boards. And now Cam's going to play it ahead looking for Sturby. Sturby's going to pick this one up. You're going to cut over middle. Still no shooting lane, so tries to center it back. Nobody was quite there.
You're just a contract. You got no medical.
Now Emily Rogers grabs that one. It's getting played into the center. Neal trying to center it up through, couldn't find anybody. Just another sloppy turnover neutral zone play. Seems to be the theme of the game now. Now Calgary getting a little bit of an offensive structure set out. They're going to bring it back down and around. Absolutely no structure, no plan. Not really sure what the hell Calgary was trying to do with that one. Banking off the back of the net into the crease. Absolute waste of a possession with a number of seconds still on the shot clock. Simpson gets it back. She's going to play it ahead. Now Flaman was up all on her own. She tried to thread the needle. Just kind of didn't quite have the angle she was looking for. That went wide. And so Calgary's going to bring it back up. On the 3-on-3, skating through traffic. Ooh, looked like Flaman maybe got away with a little bit of a slash on that one. Before Ovalduve picks it up, she's going to try and bounce it off the boards. Nobody quite able to get that angle. Not sure what the whistle was for, so I wasn't really listening or paying attention. There was a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be possession given back to the Sting. Still 2-1. 9:28 left to go in the first half of this one. Wild slides it across, looking for McKnight. McKnight with the quick spin play couldn't quite finish. A lot of Swedish, no finish on that one. As South Calgary picks up in the neutral zone, they've got a long streak in. Wild made the hard, aggressive play, knocking the girl down. I think was a little bit unfortunate, a little centrifugal force that play on that, but they don't seem to care as Wild heads off to the sin bin. South Calgary drops it back in. Looked like maybe she was going to take a shot. Tried to sneak one by. Long field goal goes about 17 feet over the net. As Neil picks it up, she's going to come around behind the net. Cuts back inside. Plays it off the boards. Was looking for Thompson. Thompson couldn't read that one. She does get the errant pass and the miss. She's going to play it ahead to Flaman. Flaman took a hard check. Now Flaman and Thompson run into each other. Not really sure what's going on with those two. And long outside shot that hit the inside of the post. I don't know. That one may have crossed the line, but we're going to go with the referee finally on this one. It's going to say not in. It probably couldn't have been closer. Possession given back to South Calgary. Played to the wall. Coming over top, they're going to drop it back to 14. She was looking for a goalmouth pass, couldn't get it. Sturby picks it up off the low wall, now cuts inside, cuts back outside, plays it ahead to M&M. That gets swiped away. South Calgary still has 40 seconds on the power play, lots of time on the shot clock, so no need to force anything. She's going to come in and violate the crease. Sturby going to play this one up. Was looking for M&M, couldn't quite stick the ring there. Now it comes back in. South Calgary, they are able to stick it. And as Simpson makes the save there, it's going to come up to a goalie ring. It was one of the longest, weirdest 5-second counts I've ever seen in my life. Before finally blowing the whistle. Giving South Calgary possession back. This is also maybe the longest first half in the history of Ringette, I think. South Calgary with the outside drop pass fooled everybody, including her own teammates. They couldn't capitalize on it. It was actually a pretty good thought. Sliding across the crease with Monica Simpson. She takes that quick shot away. But McKnight now takes the angle. She gets away with a little bit of a body check. She's now fighting for the ring. She's able to kick it away. Still no firm possession. It's Teague and McKnight still fighting for it. McKnight comes out with it. Runs into Neil, loses the ring on that. Nice passing play by Calgary, but couldn't finish. One more pass than they probably needed to. Now, Simpson standing tall, takes away the long outside shot. Not much happening here. They fired across, literally into no man's land, then an errant shot with 1 second to go. Teague's going to pull it up. So I think that's the shot clock, and the referee's not really on top of it. They take the advantage away from Sting when they shouldn't have. Trying to play it ahead to Poffenroth is there. And this one's going to come underneath. Good centering pass. Nobody could pick it up though. Long outside shot. Veronica Simpson gets back into position, takes that one away. A lot of hacking and whacking going on that. This is brutal. Kennedy breaks that one up through the middle. Still can't quite find any separation or anything. That seemed like a quick whistle to me too. It wasn't 2 sticks in. There wasn't much going on. A bit of a soft, fast whistle, in my opinion, on that one. Calgary's going to play this one low. Sturby picks it up. She sends it cross ice to M&M. M&M finds Flamin. We're back to even strength. Flamin couldn't quite stick the ring, although was able to keep it in the neutral zone. We got another, I guess, blue line violation, maybe is what they're calling on that one. I don't think it was, but... Played to the wall by Blue. Now it slid inside. Nobody there. Going to be dropped back. Number 12. She's going to kind of push the pass outside. It's knocked down by Veronica Simpson and then picked up by Neil. Neil on the fast break. She's going to play it ahead to Rogers. Rogers didn't give it back to Neil. I'm not sure why she went inside instead of outside. There wasn't much of a lane, but Sting were able to pick that back up. Circling, she loses there. Calgary's able to pick that up. They fired into the center. 3 couldn't quite stick the ring. It's going to go over on the 2-line pass. Flamin didn't touch it. So Calgary did. So now Sting are going to take this back all the way down to the offensive zone. We got 4:24 remaining. A 30-second shot clock refreshed for the Sting. My wrist is getting tired. McKnight threads it to the outside. Was looking for Elsa. She couldn't quite get there in time. Does pick it up in the corner. Slides it back to McKnight. McKnight with the long iron shot from the outside. Didn't have an angle to do much of anything with. Elsa did pick it back up. Still 12 seconds left. She tries to pitchfork that one. Can't quite find the net. Does reset the clock. And Purvisov picks it up. She's skating hard. Tries the centering pass to McKnight. McKnight couldn't quite pick it up.
Yeah, I remember you.
She plays it off the backside. Somehow gets it back. Still a bit of a schnozzle for the ring. As Elsa comes out with it, she banks it off a Calgary player. No one can get it. MOD does get it back. She's going to slide it over. Is looking for Teague. Teague's able to bring it back in. Gives it to McKnight. McKnight just kind of skates through everybody. 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. McKnight can't find any area now. Shot is played away and clock is reset off of the quick thinking shot from Purvisov. I'm not really sure what the whistle is for there.
Oh my God.
Fast break attempt by South Calgary on the Canes, but couldn't stick the ring. Wild bumps it to Thompson, bumps it back to Wild. Thompson gets it back in. Now Lucy is getting to the middle, regains it back. Finds Maddie Moore. Fires the long outside shot. Maddie Moore getting a little bit too aggressive. Finds the weakest skater on Blue, gives her a little bit of a touch. She goes down like a house of cards in a snowstorm. And Maddie Moore gets the 2-minute penalty. It was 2:32 remaining in the first half. Still trailing 2-1. And the quick outside pass. Quick stick shot of South Calgary. Too much for the Sting to handle, and that's going to increase the lead by 2. It's now 3-1, 2:29 to go.
You have any questions about the referee right there?
Elson's going to cut around over the top. March there. Plays it back in, looking for Rogers. Rogers loops. Takes a long, hard heat seeker. That one only had about next to 2 feet on it. Just bring that down. Probably going to score every time. Rogers picks it back up. Still 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Tries to slide it through. Nobody's there. She picks it up. She's going to cut outside. Gets flipped off towards the boards. Elsie's going to pick that up. She cuts underneath, loses it. So Calgary brings it back through.
Ask questions.
It's just downstairs.
That's a bit of a sky-high flip shot over the net. Never had a chance. Still 1:17 to go. The Sting trailing by 2. Thompson runs into a wall of players. Can't quite do anything. Teague picks it up. There's Roach. She's going to bring it up to Perversev. Perversev can't pull it off the wall. Now it's played over to Poffenroth. Poffenroth to Thompson. She has to cut through middle, getting the goalie sliding, but can't quite find the ground ball with eyes. It's played ahead by the South Calgary goalie, looking for a little bit of a fast break. They can't quite pull that one off, and it's going to get whistled down once again. Possession going back to the Sting.
The team thinks no.
7 seconds left in. Rogers with the no-angle shot flies it over the net. It's going to bring us to the end. We're going to take a short break. We'll be not sure what the penalty was for. I'll have to go back and look at it. That seemed like a little bit of a SBS call once again. Sure, I agree with the referee on that one. Seemed a little more incidental than anything. And in any event, South Calgary going back on the power play, still leading 3-1. Go pitchfork shot, skies over the net. Still looping coming inside. That's a bit of a wide Calgary able to just control it. That one damn near snuck into the corner. I think everyone lost sight of it there. Still 1:20 remaining in the penalty.
And everyone's getting upset. It's like they thought it was late.
Yeah.
Played ahead. Thompson tried to slide it to Flamin. Flamin gives it to MOD. MOD's just buying time. Lots of time to rag off. No need to force any plays here. Now it is played in the zone, then kicked up by South Calgary. They're going to stretch that one outside. Angle was there, couldn't quite find the net. It is underneath Simpson. Simpson's going to take a little bit to find it.
Give me a second to switch this up.
Forty seconds to go in the penalties. So Calgary elects to play it back against the wall. Weird. Lauren Wild streaks it up. She got possession, plays it to McKnight. McKnight drives it forward back to Wild. She takes the streak in, tries to fake it long side, cuts back short side off the goalie's shoulder and finds the twine. On the shorthanded goal, that's a shorthanded goal in every game of the last 3 games, I do believe, for Sting. They're going to cut this by 1. It's now a 3-2 game.
They brought it to his attention. Yeah, exactly. Like he didn't see it. And then you're going to do it again and again and again.
Wild picks it up. Still 12 seconds to go in the penalty kill. Rogers leads it forward to McKnight. McKnight picks it up. She tries the backhand. No look pass. Finds Rogers. Rogers skies that one over the net once again. McKnight picks it up. She cut through. She's fighting through everybody. Gets a bit of a no-angle pass. She doesn't like that there was no call on that. Felt she got hooked. DKR is coming out of the box. She's going to pick that up. Brings it through. I think McKnight does have a bit of a case on that. Oh, a little bit of a hip check. The toe pick gets away with it. No call on it. It's going to get played back inside to the South Calgary Creek. She plays it off into no man's land. Thompson didn't decide to go get it. I'm not sure why. Bit of a toe pick on the pass, stretched out, and bring up another errant whistle.
I need to get some education to get it off.
Played ahead by MOD to Pervasev getting tripped up. And Sting are going to come out on the power play. There's a little bit of a soft call as well, a little more of an incidental contact, but maybe a makeup call for the blatant one they missed earlier on the shift previous. Flaman's going to play it over to Pervasev. Pervasev cutting over top. She found Cam. Cam didn't look like she was quite ready. Might have surprised her a little bit. And then it's played up. Flaming couldn't quite get a stick on it as Calgary's able to bring this one through. Looked to me like they maybe pulled that over the line a bit, but got away with it. And another body checking call is going to be called against Calgary as they took, they're calling that a trip. Looked a little more like body contact to me, but either way, the result is going to be the same. And the Sting are going to get a 5-on-3.
Yeah. So you go up there.
So M&M gives it back to McKnight. He slides it over to Rogers. Rogers elected not to pass it back and fires that one into the Calgary goalie. They're going to try to push that one down the ice. They do. It's going to be a 2-liner. It's picked up and corralled by Neal. Neal getting hacked and whacked all the way back up. Played ahead to McKnight, who's going to find M&M. Rogers thought about coming in on that as well. It's dropped to Rogers. Rogers passes it back to McKnight. McKnight's got time working the 3-on-2 below the ringette line. McKnight's still there. She slides it over to M&M. She couldn't quite get the shot off. Was press checked down a little bit. Going to play it back to McKnight, who fires the long shot. That one blocked. And then the stick checked off of it was 13 on M&M. They're going to fire this one the length of the ice. And Neal's able to bring this one back. It's picked up by Sturvey, who's going to find M&M. M&M just mistimed that ring, and it's fired back into the neutral zone. Sturvey picks it up, plays it ahead to Rogers. Rogers looking at the clock, drops it back to McKnight. She tries to thread it through, doesn't have the angle. M&M does pick it up. She takes the long shot. And it might have hit something as they changed direction. They changed elevations. She was able to drop in under the goalie's blocker. And just like that, we're back to a 3-3 game. Penalties once again being a little bit of the story both ways here. Referees heavily involved in the outcome of this one. That's going to take the first penalty off the clock, so the Sting still have a 35-second power play. And South Calgary trying to bully their way through. They're able to keep possession. They're going to do a good job of just dragging time off the clock. Until that penalty down, they're going to play it to the top side. And they'll try to find the weasel pass coming back in. Can't quite get her. Teague picks it up. They're going to cut over through the middle. He threads that one through. Thompson couldn't quite get a handle on it. MOD picks up the iron ring. It was kicked back into the Sting zone. Looking for Clausen Ross. She couldn't get it. Now Thompson does. She gets knocked off. Not really sure why she's so weak on the ring right now. Clausen Roth tries to center it. Plays it right to the Calgary forwards. That's going to bring up a 3-on-1 back inside. But they overskated it. Maybe got a little excited. Couldn't do anything with the opportunity. Now they're skating over the top. Take a long outside shot. That one's played away Dorothy style by Simpson. Clicking her heels together. Still can't seem to clear the zone. There's pass behind Flamin. Now Calgary's going to circle. We're back to even strength. Getting a good hard check from Flamin. That's able to knock the ring loose. It's played across to Ovaldew. Ovaldew floats the bank pass off the boards. It's picked up before Flamin can get it. Now Wild gets a good steal. Now finds M&M. M&M's going to bring it up. Gives it back to Wild. Wild gets hooked off of it. No call. She doesn't like that there is no call on that one. Poffenroth gets taken in the boards pretty hard. I think she may be impaled on her stick a bit there. She seems a little unhappy. Now M&M's taken down hard behind the net. Still no calls. Not really sure why. Wild pulls it off of the blue line. She's going to bully her way through. Probably should have been a bit of an offensive charge on that, but no call. So referees in this one seem a little consistently inconsistent on what they're going to be calling and how tight they're going to be calling it. 15:48 left to play. Still 3-3. Rogers plays it back to McKnight. McKnight back to Rogers. Rogers kind of gets caught up in some traffic, forgets to bring the ring through. And South Calgary gets to the neutral zone. They're going to employ a bit of a dump and chase style here. Not really sure why. It doesn't work. They're going to come up over top. Still have possession on it. Can't quite get the penetration they're looking for. Now they do, but enough body position there to take the shooting lanes away. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. A couple of cracks at the goal mouth before being taken away by Neal. Neal now plays it over to McKnight. McKnight's got EKR streaking in. She gets absolutely impaled. Not really sure how there was no call on that.
Thank D for a good defensive position, right? Yours came right into the defensive
You
player.
can when the girl's stick pulls up underneath her feet and lifts her up. At that point, it's now either a hook or an interference. If the girl's stick stays low, no call on that. As soon as her stick comes above her waist and it's inside the ring carrier, that is now either by definition an interference or a hook. Well, it is. She's got the ring cutting through the middle, and when she loses her feet, that would be a call. It's like a YouTube definition of what to look for on that. She's perfect until she lifts her stick up into her legs and pulls her up. At that point, that's where the call's going to be made.
Purvisab cuts over the middle, looking inside, not much there. Plays it back to EKR. EKR can't find anywhere to go. Purvisab keeps that on. Poffenroth staying hard on the ring. Purvisab doesn't give up. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, that's like a high stick too, right underneath the face.
They calling it? No? Hold on my calls.
No.
then you have to start choosing the discourse.
Yeah.
The twist there was going Well, she's standing there.
M&M with the long piss missile of a shot. That's knocked down. Comes inside. Neil is there. She keeps it in.
As you're looking at the ring to see who's in it.
Oh, a bit of a can opener. Yep. You're going to get called every time on that when it looks like perhaps a bit of a unfortunate chain of events, but either way, stick ends up between the legs of the defender. You're probably getting called on that. So.
And the defender had nothing to do, so she took a stick down to slow it down, and she spun the attacker around, and then let go of her stick. You just slowed her down, spun her around, stuck it my arm, similar to the boxer history. You know she was holding my stick. I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, if you can explain to me...
Comes through. Not much happening here. It's going to get circled back inside.
Because the ring's on the ice. She didn't say a word after that.
Where is it?
Played up EKR, couldn't quite get it.
I'm such a jerk.
Long outside shot. That one's corralled away by Simpson. No one able to jump on it. Still 1:15 to go in the penalty to M&M. They're going to cut back inside hard on that. It's picked up by McKenna. I think they're getting it.
It's a violation of the ring.
Nope.
If she's within a stick length of another player, it's a penalty.
Herbasev gets away with a bit of a trip on that.
And then a violation, and then
Wild.
or it can end with
She's going to just rag some time off. So they're doing a good job of keeping possession, killing the penalty before just flying it down the length of the ice. Herbasev taking a good angle off, forcing the errant pass back in, but nobody there to pick it up. Not really sure what Thompson was doing there. Played ahead by Sturvey to Herbasev. Herbasev kind of chopping at it, couldn't quite get anywhere.
It was either it was burnt that one in the fire or they're close.
Played back up inside. Simpson with a great sliding save. It's rebound picked up by Wild. Wild centering pass looking for Poffenroth. Poffenroth's able to corral that one in. They're going to get possession back to Blue. Still 3-3, 11:04 remaining in this. Back and forth now between both teams.
And I click on where this one, you give me the choice.
They're on time and everything. It's crazy.
This one played ahead. Rogers couldn't quite stick it. Being watched. They're picking away. Nice pass. I don't know how she found the angle to get that one out through. Now stretches it to 18. Is going to slide across ice. Long pass. Just narrowly knocked away into the corner. Neil gets her heels taken out. I think going to be a call against South Calgary. She maybe got the worst of it. She came down pretty hard and whipping into the boards. We'll see what the call is going to be. It's definitely a whistle and an arm up. I think they're calling her. Yep. They are either giving her the option of putting another different player into the bench in case she was hurt. She was not. So she's going to take a few minutes to bring out incarceration. So they're getting a triple call on that. McKnight plays it over to EKR. EKR cuts off. Oh, yeah. Gets her leg kicked out. That's going to be a call every single time. 14's looking, saying how, but she stuck her leg out. It's the knee, bit of a Cobra Kai style sweeping of the leg. So we're going to go back onto the 5-on-3, looking to take advantage and the lead here as McKnight fakes the pass to Perversev, takes a long outside shot. It's now played ahead. Calgary's able to get it. Perversev all over it. So is MOD before Calgary gets possession and fires it the length of the ice. Wild was back to pick this one up. She's got lots of room to work with. It's played ahead to Thompson. Thompson pushes it ahead. It's dropped by McKnight. Back to Wild. Wild back to McKnight. She couldn't quite stick it. EKR is going to take this one. Thompson's going to come in with McKnight. That one almost caught the edge. Now it's going to be played up by EKR. I'm not really sure what the plan was there. I don't think there was much of a plan. She tries to thread the needle. Thompson wasn't ready for it. Sure if that was a shot clock violation. I don't know how it could have been, as shots were taken and touched by the goalie, but maybe a failed reset happened. So it's going to go back to a goalie ring. There's 9:31 remaining. Still a minute on the 2 power plays. Thompson able to try it on her with that one, but couldn't quite get it. Now she does at the net line. She falls, gets back up. Still has a second. He's looking to play it over to M&M. M&M's going to circle out back. She's going to play it up to the top. Thompson, I don't know what's going on with her. She couldn't quite stick it. Then gets the shot up. Just narrowly misses the post. Cam circles back, plays it to Thompson. Thompson looks like a blind person looking for a door opening. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Took 4 stabs to find the ring and loses the angle. Now it's flipped down the length of the ice. Wild picks it up. Thompson's going to get the errand ring. Plays it ahead. Was looking for Poffenrath. Poffenrath couldn't quite stab it. It's played back. Sturby still has it. She plays it over to Cam. Cam's going to push it through to M&M. M&M, trouble getting it, then finally does. She got a good hard backhand spin shot away. She gets a little bit upended, able to keep possession of the ring, takes a long outside shot, doesn't get the angle or anywhere off. Now it's going to be back. Calgary has managed to kill off the 2-man advantage. We're back to even strength. 8 minutes to go, and it's still a 3-3 game, as it looks like maybe the Sting are going to be heading to the penalty kill. It is. M&M's going to be heading to the back of now.
Kick down that door.
Long shot to the outside. Can't find pay dirt. Calgary plays it back up. Still in firm possession. 1:30 to go in the penalty kill. Flip to the front of the net. That had a chance. Looks like it maybe hit the post and somehow stayed out. Now it's Flaman picks up the iron ring. She's going to skate it right the blue line. They're going to say she violated the blue line. So Calgary gets possession back on that. A bit of a failed opportunity. Clear the zone. Still 7:32 remaining in the tie game. Long floater shot into the legs of MOD. Knocked away. Not able to get possession back inside. Now South Calgary does. They're going to cut up over top. They're looking to thread the needle through. It's kicked away, but they are able to recover. Aaron Ring, as they're skating around with some speed now, they find that cross-ice passing and they dropped out the other side. MOD, and I don't know, that looks like it was maybe a failed stabbed ring pass, but just got enough of it to slide through, and just like that, South Calgary is now leading by a single point,
4-3 with 7 minutes remaining in this gold medal game.
Drive to their house or at my office. 95% of my meetings now are because they learned how to do it. I don't have to leave. I have worked, excuse me, they work their office every day.
Faster than
My assistant goes 3 days a week to the office. If I need stuff there,
When her one of the fastest cars.
Timeout, I believe, called by the Sting. It's the longest game in history, even longer. Played to the outside. Neil picks it up. They're going to shoot it down. Was looking for Pothenroth. Did find her. Pothenroth. Not sure what the whistle was for. Thought the penalty was upcoming. It wasn't, so it must have just been a possession change. Cut back inside. Fighting for it is Perversav and Pothenroth. And now Neil's got it behind the net. She's going to circle around, gives it to Cam. Cam fires a hard shot. Stopped by the goalie. Now South Calgary trying to get out of the zone. They're going to run into traffic. McKnight and Cam are back onto it.
What I missed, Rod?
Double shift Susie, let's go.
Thompson plays it over to Rogers. Rogers' shot ricochets off to the outside. Rogers does get it back on the wall. She's fighting back inside. Plays it to EKR. EKR missed shot, but there is a delayed penalty on the hook coming up to South Calgary.
Standing in a field. That's a good call.
So 6 to go. Another power play. It's time for the Sting. Thompson fakes the shot, plays it back to Rogers. Rogers cuts in, doesn't have much of an angle. She's going to come underneath the net, fakes the drop pass to Thompson, then fires it in, and she gets a hole. That's going to bring us back up to 4-4 with 5:51 remaining.
Said if I was in a situation like yours and penalty late game, I would get my on the other team's net and flick the ring over the net and try and get the difference just to stick up beside your player.
You know the worst part is?
The 2-on-1.
That's like
Long shot.
coaching over teams. Open the doors and I get them feedback.
This is it now. They are going to bring it up. Perversev picks it up in the neutral zone. They bring it back inside. No one able to get it there. Perversev takes a hard slide through, and whistle's coming up. They're going to get possession back to South Calgary. I'm not sure what the justification is there.
I should never ref number my phone.
You tell me next year if I'm hey, remember that?
Remember that player phone?
It didn't work. It sucked. In fact, she's got a
Calgary pressing hard. It's knocked away by Rogers' flat stick.
Make sure your
They
players
play it up to the inside for M&M. M&M rushes the ice out. Picked up by McKnight. McKnight's going to circle behind the net. Lays and waits, looking for something to open up. They're going to play it across. Oh, Emily Rogers is going to get called on the hook. That's a little SBS in my opinion. 4-4. We'll see if that's going to play a factor in the outcome of this one.
It's funny, our family is all the boys. Football players.
Drops back to MOD. MOD is going to pull this one through. Brings it up. Thompson couldn't quite get the spinning ring. Somehow does recover back onto it. Tries to play a TKR. Couldn't get away from traffic. Still killing a penalty, so I'm not really sure what happened there. It was looked like a bit of a... Did you see what happened there? Well, she just kind of ran into the boards and came back. I just didn't see it. It just like, because the ring came out and then I just saw her down. I don't know how she ended up there.
You know that, right? You're similar. Does that make you more upset? Well, you were just about to outward, so I had to, 5 feet away, I had to blow it here to give her a penalty. You gotta call that.
Oh, it's not what it is, yeah.
You only played 1 year.
No penalty on the play. They are up and back at it. South Calgary's going to play it to the outside. Cuts over the middle. No shot. Not much of a shooting lane. Still doing a good job taking those angles away. Being very patient, allowing South Calgary to break their own penalty clock. Ooh, kick saved by Simpson. They almost had a chance to get that one back. Now they're going to call on a crease violation. I thought maybe there'd be a tripping call on the South Calgary girl against Sturby, but there was not. Played back to the boards. South Calgary's going to circle over top, then slides it across. No one really there, no opportunity or anything available for it.
Time thing,
Outside wraparound attempt. Unsuccessful. Simpson tries to push that one out. She kind of falls on her heels. It was knocked down, and then Teague able to pull this one through. Played ahead to Teague by Poffenroth. Teague on the outside. She's unable to get anything through on there. Now it's Poffenroth was coming in aggressively in. She was able to keep that one from going anywhere else. Good stick check by McKnight and Poffenroth. They're able to hold the zone in. And yep, that's going to be another tripping penalty as sticks end up between legs and sweeping legs.
It ends at 1:15 and usually it's good turn because it's an hour and a half. But I mean, it's an hour and a half, then you get it. That's
1:30. Like, is this a trick question?
Yeah, you're right. They should be. Every other turn it gets an hour and a half. That's the
Hey.
Kick him I'm back.
250 to go.
So next year.
I made me think
I
of
didn't
somebody
think this was,
else.
but I didn't know, like, year.
I don't know.
You had
if this is
surgery.
like-
14 did that last time.
I remember when we were first
Yeah.
looking at buying a home. We were just he was out just out of high school, but he started developing.
So now they got it sorted 4-on-4. It's now going to be 5-on-4 for the Sting. I'm not really sure where the confusion was and all of that, but Eminem is going to leave it for Thompson. Thompson loses it, but gets it right back underneath. He's looking on the inside, drops it for Wild. Wild takes the long shot. It's knocked down by the South Calgary goalie. He's going to play it behind the net. Laying him weight is Eminem, but they're able to bring this one through. Is also kind of jumped the check. Now they're going to run into some traffic on the blue line. They're able to gain some penetration. They're actually bumping and moving the ring quite well on a penalty kill. 1:20 to go.
I'm like, all this dresses.
Long outside Aaron shot. It's now picked up. Two sticks end up in the ring. 2 minutes to go. Crushing an advantage. Giving back to South Calgary. 4-4 tie. We've only got about 5 minutes left to play this one. So South Calgary's going to drive low. Looks outside. Unable to get much. It's going to be pitchforked in on the short-handed goal. 5-4. Nice setup. Good play. Good shot. Not a lot of time left for the Sting to tie this one up. They do remain on the power play, so conditions are favorable. Going quickly here, might be time to get some penetration and look at pulling the goalie, getting the fourth attacker in. On the power play, nothing further for. Rings played up, but picked off by Neil. It's right in, two cuts over top. Has a little bit of an angle. Couldn't quite get it.
My buddy's downstairs. I'll let you mind. My wife. Or our friends. And while we're waiting for them, kids get 30.
Long outside shot, kicked away.
I could arrange it. I said, you want to see it today?
Shot knocked away, 45 seconds to go. He's going to step back on. Wild's going to get a penalty on that.
I said, after dinner.
Personally don't like that call. Wild didn't move. She just stood her ground, stood there. South Calgary player ran into her. She's going to get a penalty because she fell. 35 seconds to go. Neil doing everything she can to try to fight this one off. South Calgary just looking to draw the shot clock down. And they're going to whistle this one down. Give it to the goalie ring. There's 18 seconds remaining, so still time for a fast break, and good fortune to tie this one up. Played up to Thompson now. Thompson's going to play it across, looking to Eminem. Eminem's got the drive. She gets hauled down. No call. 2 seconds remain, and that's going to do it. As the Sting unable to get
a shot off at the end, and that's going to do it for this one. We will see you after the break.